So what? Hold on, I didn't know you were gonna start off that fast. Sup, though, it's gonna be a long video. Got your cuddle buddy. He got your Adidas. The goddamn snacks. What you talking about? What you talking about? It's been a hot ass minute. Let's go. I made this on a stovetop. It's good, but it's not as good if I was to do it in the microwave, which I'm still trying to get. I'm not even gonna hold you. But let's go. I gotta run it back. Hold on.
Crystal Dozier. Tashana Cover.
What?
LaShonda Long. Tanya Carmichael. Michelle Mason.
All right. Michelle Mason. Oh no.
Yvette Smith.
Jesus.
Nancy Cobbs.
Are these?
Imelda Hunter. Janice Webb. Gia Fortson. And Diane Turner.
Who the hell are these people?
These are the known victims of the Cleveland Strangler, Anthony Sowell.
Jesus.
They didn't help me. They didn't help me.
Oh, I'm about to get emotional. Oh, come on. I should have had some water. I don't got no water.
Anthony Sowell was born August 19, 1959, and was raised in East Cleveland, Ohio. Due to a broken home and wanting to escape, Sowell joined the Marine Corps on January 24, 1978. On January 18, 1985, he was honorably discharged from the Marine Corps and moved back to Cleveland, Ohio. Between 1985 and 1989, there were multiple missing cases in the area that he lived in, and it is said that Sowell was possibly involved in the cases due to the fact that the women stopped going missing in his...
I gotta get some water. Hold on. All right. We're good.
area in 1989. You'll find out why soon.
This popcorn is weird.
Melville Sockwell met Anthony Sowell in passing in 1989. She went to his home due to him being a client of hers. She claimed that he was very nice and a regular guy, but little did she know what was about to take place. Sowell paid her for her service, then assaulted her over and over for the next 3 days.
Jesus.
On that last day of being held captive, Melville says that Sowell told her that he will feed her and then he'll kill her, so she should probably pray. He went to sleep immediately after. Melville climbed out of the window, signaled someone outside to come help her, and then they called the police as she escaped. Around the same time, a woman's body was found cut up in a suitcase on the street away from Sowell.
God damn. Cut up in a suitcase? I can't tell if I have any boogers in my nose. It feels like it though.
His house. Anthony Sowell went to prison from 1990 to 2005 for that case. Once he was released, he moved back to Cleveland, Ohio on 12205 Imperial Avenue. Between 2005 and 2007, Anthony Sowell worked at Custom Rubber Products Corp, along with being in a relationship. But in 2007, his girlfriend broke up with him.
How do you comfortably be in a relationship, but you do horrific things to people? Mainly just females, it seems like, but just saying, like, Jesus.
And that's when the women began to come up missing in that area.
Oh no.
He also lost his job. At the same time, a very bad odor lingered throughout the neighborhood. The smell became worse as more women came up missing. But the smell was blamed on the sausage factory next to his house. The name of the establishment is Ray's Sausage. Ray's Sausage went through a lot of repairs and
Sus. Raised sausage. Head cheese. What does that say? Sauce? I don't know what that. Beef sauce. But raised sausage? You sus.
in order to get rid of the smell, but it became worse over time. While the smell became worse, Sowell continued his crime. There were women who survived his attacks and lived to tell their stories. One of those attacks were partially caught on surveillance by the store next door to his house.
Jesus.
This was 2 weeks before his arrest. A woman by the name of Shawn Morris went to Sowell's house due to the promise of him providing drugs. As they walked into the house, Sowell put her in a chokehold and threatened her that if she fought or screamed, he'd kill her. Eventually, she screamed. His reaction was to close all the windows. But as he were closing the windows, Shawn Morris noticed an open window right next to her. She then jumped head first from the window. It was a second-story window. A man across the street witnessed what happened, and he called 911. Morris passed out and woke up in the hospital. When she woke up, she told the nurse that she needs to use the phone to call her husband. The nurse then told her that her husband already knew because he rode with her in the ambulance.
Jesus.
That was Anthony Sowell. She told the nurse that was not her husband, but at the same time, when she got out the hospital, she never pressed charges. Vanessa Gay, another survivor, met Anthony Sowell at an ATM. He told her that he was spending his birthday alone, so she offered him company so they can smoke. This is her testimony in court about what happened after that.
You see the house?
Yes,
Okay, and can you see some doors leading to the house?
yes,
Do you see the door that you may have entered?
yes.
Can you point it out, please? That one there? So, am I pointing to the correct door here? Can you see that from where you're sitting?
Yes,
Right here?
yes,
Okay, so there's 2 doors, but the door on the left that you look at.
yes.
Was the door open? Did he have to unlock it, or did
He had to unlock it.
And upon entering the door, where did the 2 of you go? Was there any lights on at the house when you got home that night?
It was dark, but he had keys to the house, so I didn't think, got keys.
Did you use the keys to open up the
Yes,
door?
yes.
All right, so where did you go?
We went up those stairs,
How far up the stairs?
all the way to the 3rd floor.
Okay. And when you got to the 3rd floor, did you have to turn some lights on?
Yes,
Okay. And when you first entered the 3rd floor, do you remember how it looked?
it was,
Go ahead.
it was dark. It was, it had like a stale, just musty, stinky, dirty. But it was just like dark and gloomy. You could feel the gloom.
But when you arrived at the 3rd floor, what room did you arrive at?
When I walked up the stairs, I was in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. When you got to the top of the stairs and you entered the kitchen area, did you hang a left or did you hang a right at that point in time?
All right.
A right. And would there be a hallway once you hang a right there?
Yes.
And did you walk down that hallway?
Yes.
And do you recall as you walked down the hallway the rooms on either side of it?
Yes.
Can you describe the rooms that you recall seeing?
I walked past the bathroom.
Which side, as you walked down the hallway, was the bathroom on?
To my left. To the right, there was like I don't know what kind of room. It was plastic. It was just
There was a room across from the bathroom, but you say about plastic. Describe the plastic.
The plastic was from the ceiling to the floor, and
Okay.
it was just plastic. I didn't know what it was. It's just plastic.
It was down the opposite side of the bathroom.
Yes.
All right. Did you at any time go into that particular room?
No.
All right. Did you have an occasion to walk further down the hallway?
Yes, to the next one, which was his bedroom.
His bedroom.
It was dark. It was dark.
So, the two of you went inside the bedroom?
Yes.
Is that the first room that you actually entered at that point in time, other than the kitchen, right?
Yes.
You had walked by the bathroom, but you had not gone into that.
No.
Once you got inside his bedroom, can you describe the layout of his bedroom?
He had a bed, and behind that bed was a big hole in the wall. It was a dresser, a tall dresser, to the opposite side of the window. The window overlooked the sausage factory, and then there was a dresser with a TV on it as you first walked into the bedroom.
This is so traumatizing. Like, for her to come out and speak on this, that takes a lot of, I think, how you say, willpower or a lot of strength to do, because not a lot of people can do that. That, and I don't know how detailed she's gonna get, but all power to you, woman. Jesus.
The dresser that you speak of, handing you what's been marked for purposes of identification as State's Exhibit number 78. Will you just take a moment and look at this photograph, please? Do you see a dresser in that photograph?
Yes.
Where is it in the photograph?
It's to the right of the door.
And is this how you recall it being?
Yes.
Okay. See anything else in the room that you recognize or not? You say there was a hole in the wall. Where was it?
The hole was behind the bed.
Where the headboard would be?
Yep. Yes.
Did you, once you got into the room, did you sit down anywhere?
Sat at the edge of the bottom of the bed.
Okay. And at that time, did he ask you for anything?
No, we continued to talk.
All right. Well, did the subject of smoking any crack cocaine come up?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
It had been a while into me being there. And I said, so what's up? And he asked me, did I have a stem?
What's a stem?
A stem is what you smoke crack on. I had a glass pipe, which you smoke crack cocaine on.
Okay. And did you have one?
Yes.
Did you give it to him?
Yes.
And what, if anything, did he do with it?
He turned around, put something on it. I could hear him put something on it and light it. And I seen the smoke come up to me.
All right. Did he offer you any?
After he took that hit, he turned around and punched me in my face. Told me if I didn't do what he said to a T, he was gonna throw me in a closet and forget about me.
And And what was going through your mind at this time? I don't think this is what you were expecting, was it?
Is this for real? Is this for real? Is this how I'm gonna die? That was the thought.
Man, hey, I don't know if she got thrown in the closet, but if I ever got thrown in the closet, God is on my side, because I would probably have to break a bone or sprain something to get out that mother. It's a closet. It's a not like, well, unless it was like a steel, closet. I don't know, but like if it's just like a regular wooden closet, I think you can get out of that. I think. God damn.
Is this how I'm gonna go? Don't nobody know where I'm at. Is he serious? Is he serious?
Was he talking about anybody else at that time? Overruled.
He went into a rant about his ex-girlfriend. He said a name, I don't know what the name was. How crack, women who smoke crack, that did him wrong. Just how he was going to get those women back who did him wrong, women who smoke crack. And then
what happened?
he would pop out of it. He would go back to talking normal.
And then did he say anything to you at that point in time?
He told me, he said, you don't deserve what I'm about to do to you. He said, you don't deserve what I'm about to do to you. And it was all bad after that.
Were you able to look out the window of that bedroom?
Yes. And he told me nobody could hear me. Nobody would hear me scream. Nobody could hear me. He would come back out of it and say, he told me, you weren't like the others. But then he kept telling me, you don't deserve what I'm going to do to you. He kept talking about all the women who did me wrong, who smoked crack. And he was just talking. And I would agree with him. Or I would try and, not to say nothing that upset him. And then,
What did he do then?
he told me he was going.
Who was that? Is that the jury or something? Her father?
I don't even know how to say it.
Did he?
I kind of looked at him like, oh no, and punched him in the face.
Punched you?
Mm-hmm.
The second time he punched you?
Mm-hmm.
Then what happened?
And then, but before he was doing all this, he kept acting like he was gonna take something from the side of the bed. He kept going towards the side of the bed. And I'm kind of saying to myself, whatever he gonna get is not, if he get it, I'm gone.
Did he actually get anything from the side of the bed?
No. And he proceeded to over and over and over again.
long was he gone?
Not wrong.
He returned to the room?
Yes.
Who is that? Is that him?
Did you make any decisions as to anything you would have to do in order to get out of that house, survive this?
All I could do was pray and agree with, try to keep calm and agree with what he said. Just do everything he said. He kept telling me, I will throw you in a closet for 3 days. He told me for 3 days and forget about you. And I'm just thinking, I'm thinking, this is how it's gonna end. You know, this is how it's gonna end when I did what he said.
How long has this taken place, this ordeal that you're speaking of?
When the rain stopped, it was getting light outside, so it had to be early in the morning.
Okay, so several hours had gone by?
Yes.
I don't know who that dude
Did
is.
you ask him if you could use another room?
I finally got up the nerve to ask him, could I use the bathroom?
If that guy that they keep showing is her father, you know how hard this is to listen, for him to listen to this shit? Cause I don't know if that, I don't think that's the other dude like that committed the crime. But man, if I was her father listening to that, y'all gonna have to kill me, cause I would not stop until he's dead.
What was his reaction to that?
He told me, after a few minutes, he told me I could.
So did you leave the bedroom?
Yes.
And as you left the bedroom, the bathroom would be on the same side of the hallway, right?
Yes.
As you walked to the bathroom, did you notice anything about the room on the left?
God damn. So he kept raping her. Jesus.
The plastic was pulled up. I saw something on the floor.
Anybody that has ever been raped, or molested, or felt up without your consent, I just realized, or had sex without your consent, there we go. Don't worry. Justice will come. Karma is a bitch. But I'm not to say, you shouldn't do nothing about it. Because best believe, I'm all up for you to do something about it. Now, what that thing is, what you do, that's up to you. But do know that karma is a mother clucker. I want y'all to fight, defend for yourself, do whatever it takes. Because nobody should have to ever endure anything like this. Like, yeah. Jesus.
It looked like
In detail, Jesus, hold on, give her a second.
The fantasy was pulled up in the other corner. As I'm walking, I look, and it was propped up, sitting on the floor, and it was taped up, and then it had no head on it. I couldn't see what I saw. This is not possible. This is not real. You know, I'm thinking I'm crying too much.
I don't know how strapped he was. But look, all I'm saying is you if you have one good time, one good opening to hit him in the dick and the balls. Like, I feel like I've never had my balls, like, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but like, I've never had my balls like squished before or like stomped out. Like, I can only, cause it's sensitive down there, so like, I can only imagine, like, you know what I mean, like when I accidentally touch them, or my girl touches them, you know what I mean, it's sensitive, right? But I can only imagine how painful that shit is if somebody hits your balls or stomps your balls and both of them or one of them just bust, like just oh. So now you only got one ball or no balls. I can only imagine. Fuck.
See what I saw. See what I saw. And
did you notice any smell or odor in that area?
yes, but it was food all out. It was just food. I seen chicken in a box, raw chicken in a box. Like, you come in and don't put up your groceries, and in the bathroom there was no tissue, so he had to give me a rag and just throw it in the corner. So yeah, it was a smell.
When you left the bathroom, where did you go then?
I went back to the room.
Bedroom?
Yes.
Did he talk to you some more once you got back to the bedroom?
He said, you gonna tell. He wasn't talking to me. He was just talking. You gonna tell. I know you gonna tell. You know, at first he wasn't talking to me because you gonna tell. I know you gonna tell. And I said, tell what? I said, what is there to tell? I said, it was just rough, but what am I gonna tell? I had to say something. Convince myself that that was gonna convince him to let me go.
Was there additional discussions about whether or not you were going to leave that place?
Yes.
Tell us about that, please.
He said something to the effect of he was gonna let me go, and that he got paid Monday, that I could come back over Monday, and just all I could think was get out. And I just made sure he walked right beside me. I didn't want him behind me. I didn't want him in front of me. Just walk me to that door, please. Just walk me to the door. Just let me go. Let me go. No.
Where did you go?
I made it to Kansas and nobody helped me. Nobody helped me. Nobody helped me. Couldn't get no help.
Was he still with you, or were you by yourself?
No, I was by myself.
That's clucked up on everything, on mothers. That's clutch. For nobody to help you, that's messed up. I would have helped you. All joking aside, I would have helped you. Cause that like, man, Jesus.
I'm trying to call the police. Well, not trying. I called the police. They told me I had to come in and make a report. Come in. I can't even. How do I get there? Come in and make a report. You can't take a report over the phone.
How'd you feel about going to the police?
I felt like. I felt less than a human because I already had a bad experience. They already harassed you. I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't know. I felt horrible about going to the police. They failed me before. They failed me. They failed me. They didn't help me. So what make them think they're gonna help me again? They didn't help me.
Out on the streets, Cleveland, in your journey for looking for drugs, did you meet other women in similar to your position?
Yes. Yes.
Showing you State's Exhibit number 14. Is this one of the women that you knew?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Did she have a nickname?
Yes.
What was it?
That was my girl, Thick.
Thick?
Thick.
I'm laughing at the name. Thick.
In the summer of 2008, did you ever see your friend Thick?
In the summer of 2008.
Well, let's put it this way. When was the last time you had seen your friend Thick?
The end. It was cold outside the last time I seen it. It was cold outside because we were at the same house talking to each other.
But prior to your ordeal, okay? Did you ever see her after that?
Oh, no.
So it would have been sometime before what happened to you.
Yes.
And I believe it's been your testimony that what happened to you happened sometime in the month of September of 08.
Yes.
Do you recall seeing your friend Thick at any time during August, July, or June of 08?
No. No.
Okay. Yes or no? If you know. Showing you State's Exhibit number 25. By chance, do you recognize that person?
Yes.
What was her name?
I know her as Candy.
You knew her as Andy? Was Candy someone else you met searching working the streets, searching for drugs?
We used in one of the a common place, and she was always there. She was always there.
In regard to the incident involving you, do you recall the last time you may have seen Candy? Do you recall ever seeing her after that or not?
No.
Sometime in the latter part, either 2009 or beginning of 2010, February, I believe, of 2010, were you brought back in front of another judge in this courthouse?
Yes, I was.
And what was the reason you were being brought back to another judge in this courthouse?
Because of a probation violation.
And during that hearing, did you bring it to his attention what you talked to today about?
Yes.
And after that, were you directed to go to the Cleveland Police Department to provide a statement to him? A written statement?
Yes.
And did you do that?
Yes.
Another one of his survivors were LaTondra Billups. LaTondra Billups met Anthony Sowell at a store in their neighborhood. Anthony was leaving the store as LaTondra noticed that he had 2 40s on him. Those are beers. She asked him could she have some beer and go with him. He said, yeah, come on.
Oh, no.
That was not her first time in his house. Usually they would go to the 3rd floor of the house, but this time they went to the 2nd floor. The two entered the home, and she turned her back. She got very comfortable, then he assaulted her. After hitting her, he choked her. After that, she ended up waking up surprisingly because Anthony thought she was dead. He told her that he's going to get in trouble, and she told him that she won't tell. When she convinced him to let her leave, she went to the police station to file a report, but it took 3 weeks for the detective to get in contact with him. Eventually, police went to his house. When they went to his house, Anthony was not home. But police initially found 2 bodies inside the house, in a crawl space and under the stairs. And eventually they found 9 more bodies in that house.
God damn!
As the investigation went on, Anthony Sowell was caught in an abandoned house. After the testimony of his surviving victims, Sowell was sentenced to death, which was supposed to take place in 2012, but it didn't. While Anthony was locked up, cold cases from the neighborhoods that he lived in were reopened, and they still have not been solved today. Anthony Sowell died in prison on February 8, 2021, in Columbus, Ohio. Still to this day, there are people in Cleveland that are missing, and no one has any idea where they are. Could it be because of him? Possibly. But this was the story of the Cleveland Strangler, Anthony Sowell.
Jesus. What we going through people's heads when they do shit like this? Fuck. I want to know how he died. I'm glad he got what he deserved though. Doing all that to all them women. Like, why? I mean, I know why, but like, that's just ridiculous, and that's just unforgivable. And she was definitely strong to speak up on her experience, because goddamn, Jesus. But I'm sorry for anyone that has ever been through this or still going through this. Please. I know it's hard, but just you have to trust, that God is going to get you right, get you through this. It may not seem like it, but He has a plan for you, all of us. You just have to trust and have faith. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.